My brain is fried! Apple Watch Series 4 unboxing. Looking at the exterior top of the box, I don't see anything noticeably different. I flipped it over and I noticed that something was different. The sides are different, and we don't get our typical little pull straps that we are used to. I go ahead and pop it open. What a surprise we have here. This is a beautiful and amazing presentation from Apple. I love the colors, more than ice cream, and I really love ice cream. Good job, Apple. You've really hit the nail on the head here. Now, we're just going to dive right in. I'm taking a look at this beautiful little cloth that came protecting my Apple Watch. I couldn't remember if this is how they always came. I took a look at some previous unboxing videos. Checking out an unboxing from CW Technologies and 91 Tech. I confirmed this is something new. Just plain plastic protecting the Series 3. This leads me to believe that from the start, Apple means business with this watch. Comparing the Series 3 to the Series 4, just about every single side of this watch is different. Although the shape seems to be the same, you can tell that the Series 4 is definitely a little bigger. No way about it. These are two completely different watches. They are both gorgeous in their own right. It all comes down to what's best for you and your lifestyle. Opening up the packaging, this is typical Apple. Underwhelming. No extras anywhere. You kind of get what you pay for, and that's about it. I guess I'm going to have to settle for this nice new shiny little cloth as my little something extra. As expected, we're getting the charging cable for the Apple Watch and a nice little charging brick. Thanks, Apple. I didn't have enough of these laying around I wasn't using. Now I have another one. Picking up the watch, I do notice it's significantly lighter than my stainless steel Series 3. I ordered a stainless steel Series 4 Gold, and it will be shipped sometime next month. But I kind of like the aluminum. I'm starting to think I might cancel my order for the stainless steel Gold. What do you think? Should I keep it, or should I cancel the order? Let me know in the comments below, and tell me what you think I should do. Now, we get to take a look at our pink band. It comes in two sizes, the medium large and small medium. No surprise there. Taking a look at apple.com, you can purchase all sorts of bands, rubber and cloth, for $50. Here, if you really feel like spending some money, you can go and take a look at the Apple Watch for Hermes bands. $339 is the starting price. Or you can jump up to its more pricier version for $539. You heard me correct. That's just for the band. Moving right along, I take off my back stainless steel Milanese loop and I put it on my new gold aluminum Series 3. I like the black and gold look. It's what I was going for. Now we're moving right along to what I like to call Apple magic. First things first, we have to unpair our current Apple Watch. This is something we have to do in order to get your new one working. Now, I have it all unpaired. I went ahead and paired up my Series 4. Apple makes this really easy for us. There's an iCloud backup of our previous Apple Watch settings and apps. Simply select the one you want to use, click on it, and it restores everything for you as if it never left your wrist. It has us answer a little mini interview about certain settings and options we want for the health. I'm going to go ahead and skip the Apple Pay for now, but I will be back to put it back later because I use this Apple Pay like it's nobody's business. Then I go ahead and I finish up the completion of everything. Next, I have to go through and activate the Verizon Lte. This is when things start to go a little wrong for me. I did this just a few days ago when I moved my black stainless steel Series 3 over to my new iPhone XX Max. But now it's giving me grief. Traditional activation isn't working, so I decide the best thing to do here is pause the video and call Verizon and get this squared away. This is where things took a turn for the worst. As I stated, I had to leave to go and call Verizon. And this is where I need to share with you what happened to me. So, the watch, great. But we now have the Verizon carrier involved. And this is where I want you guys to also be aware that are switching over to LTE or are currently on LTE. When you remove a watch from your phone and from essentially your plan, right, that still doesn't always take it away, right? So I had to call Verizon, and I literally went through 3 different tier levels of support until I finally got to someone who could help me. But the pain and the suffering I went through to get to the point for someone to help me was incredible. I ended up having this horrible headache. I didn't know what to do. It was probably one of the worst headaches of my life. They were asking me the most craziest questions. I'm sitting here at level 2 tier support. I'm talking to the lady on the phone, and I'm telling her and explaining to her everything that happened. And she says, "Sir, can I get you to download the Watch app onto your Apple phone so we can check the settings?" And I'm telling you, when she told me to download the Watch app to my phone so we could check the settings, I lost it. I was like, the next thing out of your mouth needs to be calculated, planned, and intelligent. Because what you just asked me to do was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. If I just had an Apple Watch and I put it on my phone a couple days ago, then I had to remove the Series 3 in order to put on the Series 4, and I did all this stuff, wouldn't it be a reasonable expectation to believe that, yes, you already have the Apple Watch downloaded to your phone? At that point, I was like, I don't know if you can help me. I told her, I said, I just don't know if Verizon has trained you in order to deal with this type of problem, let alone to deal with a customer pissed off like myself. So this is what happened. Look at this. 2 hours and 13 minutes. That's how long I was on the phone with Verizon Wireless. This is the point when they got me over to real technical support and they were able to help me. And the man goes through and he's checking all my settings. So I've got 2 Apple Watches that are basically stuck and they won't come off my account. And a Samsung Galaxy Gear Watch that's also on my account that I haven't used in probably close to, 9 months? So I'm talking to the man, we're going back and forth. He actually sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And I want to thank that man. I forgot to get his name, but after 2 hours, I finally got someone on the phone who knew what they were doing. And you know what he said to me? He said, "Sir, can you go ahead and turn off your Series 3 Apple Watch?" And I'm like, "What?" And he says, "Yeah, it looks like it's still connected, but if you turn it off and leave it off, it will lose the connection altogether, and then we'll be able to remove the LTE service and put on the LTE on the new watch." And I'm thinking to myself, I have this massive headache. I've been on the phone. Not proud of myself, but I basically yelled at 3 people until I got to the next person. So in my way of making amends for that is for the rest of September, if I'm dealing with a service person, I'm going to extend them just a little bit more grace than I normally would, even if it hurts me. My way of making vicarious amends to these 3 people that I basically verbally assaulted. Rightfully so. Justifiable anger here. Rightfully so. However, I'm going to make amends by doing something for somebody else that doesn't deserve it. So the man says, "Turn off your Apple Watch." I said, "Okay," I turn it off. 2 seconds later, he throws in my IMEIN, whatever that number is, bunch of gobbledygook, and he goes, "Oh, look at that. We got a signal. You're connected. You're connected," he said. And the only thing out of my mouth is I say, "Sir, I'm so disappointed in myself. I never even thought of turning off my old Apple Watch. It was unpaired and it was in the boot up setup mode, so I figured we were good to go. But we weren't. I had to turn off my previous Apple Watch. So we got my Apple Watch on, Gabe's Apple Watch on, and got my Gear Watch off because no one's using it anymore. Namaste. Namaste. And I'm done. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you like what you saw here today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button. But please, go in the comments below and tell me why. I want to make better videos for you. For the Love of Tech is always doing a giveaway. That is right. There's a giveaway coming up. And there's a link in the description called a Gleam link. Follow that link. Check out all the different ways you can enter. You can check back daily and keep entering more. Bookmark that link, get involved, let's have some fun. And for the Love of Tech, go in your drawers, go behind your desk, go in your closet, into the far reaches of your closet, pulled out your oldest electronic, dust it up, shine it off, give it to someone, put a smile on someone's face, because an electronic not being used is a sad electronic. Give your technology to someone that's gonna enjoy it. For the Love of Tech, namaste.